Hey guys, it's Eric from Hong Kong based in Germany. I've been investing since I was 17 years old for almost 20 years. I want to give you guys alternative perspective about investing in Asian stocks as well as in personal finance. Today I want to talk about Alibaba. Many of you guys asked me about the news on the record fine imposed by the Chinese government. What are the implications and why on earth the stock price actually went up? Well, there are a number of reasons behind that. It went up, of course, because many investors considered this is the settlement once and for all. Despite the record fine, after all, it's a very small percentage of the revenue of Alibaba per year, right? Also, the company is not being forced to be broken down into smaller companies, which could be devastating for the company itself. However, I still think that we should be cautious not to buy Alibaba stock. I will tell you why. First of all, the regulatory environment has not changed. It was announced officially in the parliament by Li Keqiang, the Premier of China, that they want to look really into antitrust behaviors by big technology companies and e-commerce companies to basically lower the profit margins of this kind of companies and really to crack down on the fintech industries. It is loud and clear in the official policy. So this is not something to be changed within 1 or 2 years. This is going to stay. So JD.com, Tencent, Baidu, the likes, they would be subject to heavy scrutinies as well. And sentiment would not be good. This leads to the second point, the market sentiments regarding e-commerce company and big tech companies in China. I could imagine that the Chinese government would do more regulatory probes into Tencent, into JD.com to look at their market behaviors in order to grab antitrust behaviors. Well, that means that the sentiment in general would not be good. Even though Alibaba is out of the shadow, the rest of the industry would be heavily scrutinized, and I don't think investors would be very happy to invest into this sector. The third point is about, of course, politics. This kind of company simply, is just too powerful. They know all the data of hundreds of millions of citizens. They have huge amount of wealth concentrated in a small number of people who control these companies. Also, they have huge market power, and whatever they do would affect hundreds of millions of Chinese citizens. This would be too powerful for the Chinese government, and they for sure have the political will to really rein in this kind of companies. And last but not least, we also need to look at the growth story. After all, what's the reason for you to buy Alibaba? It's about the growth, right? If you're looking at the government is going to reduce its profit margins and stop it from growing in terms of market share, what kind of growth story would it be? Of course, it might still grow because China is growing, but the growth rate will not be as high as before, given this kind of circumstances. There are plenty of other companies that we could buy instead of Alibaba, which is the underdog now. Of course, I'm not ruling out the possibility of a short-term rebounds, which is talking about the coming weeks or 1 or 2 months. However, in the medium term, 1 or 2 years, I believe that there's still a lot of turmoil because of the reasons I've mentioned. What do you think about it? I'm pretty sure that you guys have many opinions. Just leave them in the comment box below. If you like the video, remember to like it, share it, and subscribe it. This would be very important for me to make better and more videos for you guys in the future.